guys? Demont here with another video, and we're doing something different per usual, right? So I guess I've stated in a video before that I got a bunch of decks and oracles, right? So I decided to write them all on some playing cards and shuffle them up, and whatever pulls out, those would be the cards that I use. And I end up pulling, actually these are all oracle cards essentially. So I don't even know which ones first pulled up, because I ended up pulling these earlier and I'm just now like getting everything together. But I have the Ibiza God Tarot, Ibiza Gods Tarot, Major Arcana, which are these cards right here. I didn't do an unboxing of these because I have two other decks that are like these that are just using Major Arcanas. So, and then I have the Soul Truth deck, which is this one right here, the Soul's Truth Self-Awareness card deck, daily questions that will transform your life. And then we have actually, because I'm just doing it in order of how I got them set up, the Heal Yourself reading cards, which are these right here. And then the Anubis oracles, which is this big jaw right here. Big Bertha right here. See, I can't even show the whole thing. Maybe if there we go. But now it's like a little glare or something. That's why I want to keep it low. Or maybe I can fix the thing. Right. Don't mind my booty. Hopefully it's not in the screen. It probably was. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. All right, but and I also have my music playing right now is "I Need Your Lovin'" by Tina Marie. And at the bottom of this is the Starman Tarot, which I have close by to me. I might or I might not use it. It depends on what these oracles, will say. I'm gonna do the best that I can to try to pull one of each, because these are our oracles, and see what the tarot. Actually, let's shuffle these now. Right, while we're on camera. And let's just see if a tarot will pop out. As if more oracles come out, then we got a problem. So I split the deck and I see the Erotic Fantasy and Isis oracles, which is right over there. But I guess I don't know. I've been chill lately. I mean, I'm still trying to figure things out as far as like where I'm about to be staying. I guess tomorrow we'll see. I do want to read everything before I sign off and agree to everything. I'm not, as much as I do want to move, I also am not in a rush to settle anywhere. There's still a lot going on around the world, and I want to make sure that like I'm in the right spot, for me to still be able to do my business and whatnot. The Sacred Rebel Oracle, see. So we'll probably use that to end it off, right? See, more oracles keep popping up. And a deck just for me, that's Pseudo Tarot. And then we have the Occult deck at the bottom. Power Animal oracles with this. Okay, all right. See, it's a lot of oracles that's popping up. So, or maybe we could do an oracle reading, right? Hey, right? Let's really test this, right? I'm not going bullshit this, right? Even if it's fuck you TV and tarot, right? And I kind of do what I want, but like, I also feel like this is a challenge, right? And the deck just renews out here. Sacred Oracles, Sacred Earth Oracle, right? And then we got the Dragon Tarot underneath that. Alright, so that would be the safe measure, right? So now I gotta pull a couple more other ones, right? Oh shit. Let's put these to the sides, right? Because I think we might end that, right? Oh, but I've just been focused a little bit, you know, a little bit more focused on myself, trying to get myself together, not really worried about anybody else. My dad ended up calling me when I was spending time with my mom. Hopefully this music isn't loud, because I feel like I'm yelling right now. But my dad ended up calling me when I was spending time with my mom yesterday. More so, because I was trying to download some games, so I was just like, you know, kill two birds with one stone. I didn't buy anything. I was just trying to add more content or add whatever I had, you know, stored up on my games, so I'd be able to play it. But I'm ranting right now. But he called to tell me that my grandparents ended up catching COVID, and one of my aunts as well. Oh wow, that's a lot, that oh, there's ISIS, the pyramids, sacred relationships, alchemy, the desert, Pat or Ta. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then Sekhmet. But these are all that fell. I'm only pulling one of them, and then at the bottom of the deck is right timing and direction. These all have the significance, so that's what I pulled from the Anubis oracle. But my grandparents ended up catching COVID, and like I'm still trying to process that. Like, you know, they already are going through a lot. My granddad, he had surgery a while ago. I forgot, it's been a minute since I've been down there. Since I've been down there, but before I was like the last time I was down there, he you know had some surgery going on, and he was recovering from that. They also have a caretaker as well, and they don't get around. So I'm just like, how, right? Let's see. So we have Isis again. So she definitely wants to show herself. Maybe I might end up pulling the Isis Oracle at the end, right? Let's see how this rant goes, right? And we have Nephthys, the High Priestess, Intuition and Mystery. Uh-oh. Not a bad uh-oh, but it's just like, it's this intuition, High Priestess. We got the goddess here herself, right? Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestations of love, the High Priestess, Intuition and Mystery. Oh, and wow, how they go right hand in hand. 3 and 2, 2 and 3. If y'all can see that, because I need to make sure that I'm showing you guys the cards, right? And at the bottom of the deck is alchemy. So yeah, there's definitely some manifestations going on. That's the 5 sacred elements. Maybe I need to have some light in here. Is that better? Probably not. I don't know. But yeah. So it's just like most likely they end up catching it from one of them, somebody in the family, because they want to be out and about doing whatever they want, right? The thing about it is, when I first went down there, right, when this was like at the end of last year, right? I came down there for Christmas or after Christmas, but to surprise, well, not really surprise. Well, yeah, I guess it was like a kind of surprise, but to visit my grandparents, right? It was my grandma's birthday around that time as well, and I wanted to come see them. And when I let my dad know I was coming down there, but when I went down there, he was just like not surprised and he wasn't happy to see me. He was just like, it was weird, but that's neither here or there. But where was I going with that? Me going down there. But yeah, because I wanted to go down there. Thought I was going to be living down there, honestly, because my mom was kicking me out. But, change of plans, especially when you get into stuff like this. So, you got to get it when you fit in. And clearly, you can't really fit in anywhere. But it's just the fact that he was making a big deal about it. That's what I was talking about, going down there. And about the COVID thing and how he thought that because I traveled from Philly down to the South that I was putting them in danger, right? And then come to find out that, look, I'm nowhere to be found and they still end up catching it. Is where I was really trying to get at, right? Crazy, right? You give me, you give people, the last person, right, that is even trying to put anybody at risk. You see, I try to stay out the way, mind my business, right? That's literally what I've been trying to do. Stay out the way, mind my business. And it's just like, I just need that space to do that. Which I kind of got right now. And I appreciate that space, But it's just like, everybody else has it kind of making that difficult for me. And then like now look at what's happening, to certain scenarios and individuals, right? And I'm not saying that to gloat or brag or anything, and I think that's fucked up because all I want to do is just work with people, and then like now other people have to suffer because of other people's negligence and resistance to, me trying to stand into my purpose, right? But we have Isis and Nephthys. So it's really about trusting your intuition and staying connected with the divine. More so, the divine mother herself, right? And this is you. And your spirit guide is really connecting with you. Whoever you are as well. That alchemy is definitely staying connected. Right? Well, alchemy, literally, think about that. That's, I think really like Full Metal Alchemist. So, I think of the equivalent exchange. Also, this could be the will, right? I know it says alchemy, but it says the 5 sacred elements. So, or the world, right? So next we're going to pull from the, right? So we end up pulling from the Egyptian gods, or, Anubis himself. So we're going to go for the Biza gods tarot. So these are just major arcana cards. Nothing really too extravagant. I mean, they do look nice though, I will say that. That's why I got them. And I also want to have something different to have other than always just buying tarot. I was looking for something that to have like a major arcana, just to have major arcana cards and then go off of that. So, I don't know, Rock Lobster is playing right now. I don't know if that has any significance to anything going on in somebody's current situation. But that was always a weird song for me, but I liked it. And it had nothing to do with, well, Family Guy inspired it, but I really liked it, Rock Lobster, before they kind of like got, it popularized it more. But what other messages do we need to know? I should pull the Soul Truth. I think that's what we should have started off with, the Soul's Truth. Really kind of start off with, the awareness of it all. but you know, free forming is always good. Here we go. We got one card, the Hermit, and that is Shiva. It says, retreat and find the true unconditional love inside. Wow, right? So, yeah, going within, getting connected. Also, right, at the top of my deck, because I added some more cards. I ended up buying another deck and I added some more to it, but I end up adding this one that says, teach me how to love. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm over here, I forgot that, yeah, that's Hermit Shiva. I forgot I gotta look at the camera because it's not facing. And at the bottom of the deck is the Fool, so it's taking a leap of faith as well. Oh, it says, the cycle is complete, the adventure begins again, right? So alchemy, and you have the Fool. I like how the Sacred Earth Oracle is still at the bottom of that deck, so I might pull that as well to see how this goes. Soul's Truth or Heal Yourself. So as I open it, right, it says, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? So that's perfect, especially when you got this Hermit out here. But I'm not going to pull it, though. But you see how things just correspond to certain situations. So, right, what boundaries do need to be created? For me, it's just like, I guess you could say I'm a pushover, right? I allow people to do things, right? And if I don't say nothing, then they're going to keep doing the said things to me. So it's just like, if you love yourself, right? If you love yourself, it's important that people need to start respecting you. Ooh, I like that, right? And I'm gonna tell you a little story. Oh wow, and we have Warn Me by Miles Chancellor that just popped up, right? So there was a scenario that happened outside my window last night or the night before, right? A young couple. So there's a gentleman that lives up the street, I guess, from where I stay at, and he parks his car outside my window, which I don't get, right? You got a whole block. But, you know, it is what it is. So he's there, and the next thing you know, not even his girlfriend, right? Because this was the whole conversation. Homegirl pulls up, and she's basically feeling all types of ways because chicks are hitting her up about his ass and whatnot. And I'm just like, wow, like, really? But, you know, it's not even just that. It was just more so like, apparently he was like disrespecting her. Apparently, like, they smashed, and like that was her first. She was the first, or something like that. He took her virginity. There we go. So this makes that even worse, because you know how y'all know how that goes. Somebody take you virginity, you gonna really have some feels for the motherfucker. And the way she was coming off, it was just like, you know, bro, like, even if we're not in a relationship, then like, you ain't gotta disrespect me. Like, you ain't gotta call me out my name when I'm not around. And I get that. Like, and the thing about that is, it's just like, sometimes like people, and when you start to have sex with somebody, some people don't understand how like the value of a friendship can be more so than somebody thinking that they're just trying to be clingy and needy and put them in a relationship. And I think that's where the homie, right, got the idea that that's how homegirl was trying to come off. Like, she was trying to like force a relationship when there wasn't one. But it's just like, I mean, I get that, but like, sometimes when you're in need and like we vibing and we cool like that, I'm gonna hit you up the most because like I fucks with you the most, right? Oh, Crazy How Get Along With You by Khaleesi's playing, right? You know, and I was kind of feeling for her, and like, and the fucked up part about it is like he not really trying to communicate with her and really kind of keep it 100 with her on some real shit. So he's trying to make every excuse like, oh, you got another nigga, this, that, and the third, who got a baby. She kept it real with her. I'm like, I stopped talking with that nigga like a whole while ago, and he puts his hands on me. So it's like, I'm definitely not fucking with that nigga. So it's just like, now what you got to say for yourself? And it's just like, damn, like, bro. And it's just like, even then, right? Still not trying to keep it real with her. He's still trying to beat around this bush, telling her to go home. It was late too, which I kind of got, but it's just like, bruh, you not gonna keep disrespecting me, right? This is how it was with her. Like, you not gonna keep disrespecting me. So it's like, fuck all that. Like, you gonna give me my answers now, right? Thing about it is like, and he still was like treating her like shit, like, and still was like threatening to put his hands on her, just saying anything just to get her to go home. Like he even, cause like he ended up getting too close to her, and she was telling him to back up several times. Got close up to her, she hit him, and I got scared for her for a second. I thought he was going to hit her, but he pushed her, and I'm like, it's fair, right? Not right, but fair. Don't put your hands on me. Regardless. I know you said back up, but you ain't got to punch me, cause that hurt. I heard that shit. Mind you, my room, like where I stay at, is like it's up high. Like I'm on the 3rd floor. So you can hear a punch from below. Like damn, like. And it was in the chest too, cause it was like all I heard was boom, like like. Like he was pissed because like it's not funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny though. It's really not. But like, yeah, it's fucked up though. But what had happened eventually, right? He ended up getting in the car, drive away. She's followed him. He pulled back up. She still pulled up. What else happened? He had like a juice bottle or whatever, tried to pour it on homegirl, he really was trying to get her to leave. I think he kind of did. He was just all disrespectful, right? So when she finally gets in the car, right, and slowly pulls off, Dickhead decides to throw the cart at her car. Like, you finally let her go, right? And then you do some dumb shit to bring her back in. Like, so it's just like you low key like her, but it's just like you don't know how to really say it. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Exactly. Like oh, it says, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Right? I gotta keep making sure that I'm looking at the screen, right? And it's just like, if you like homegirl, then say that. But it's just like, you ain't got to be this disrespectful to her, And if you don't like her, then keep it real 100. I don't understand. Like, she already is like in a fucked up situation with you, apparently, with these other bitches that you claim that you don't entertain, right? So it's just like, so what is it then? How does someone keep it real with you without quote unquote hurting your feelings? Because that's what it is. You don't want to hurt your feelings. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but you be an ass to them, which is still hurting their feelings. Like, make it make sense. But it says, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? It says, burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul's action. Today go inward, hermit. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy. Do that. Exactly. Right? And then it says, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Also, it says, A Tale of Two Cities, J. Cole, the live version. This is also my playlist setup. It's the Fuck You playlist I got on my Apple Music. It's an eclectic playlist, and I have it on shuffle as well. So if y'all want to check that out, by all means. It says the feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Oh, I like that, because then now we're about to go into the heal yourselves. Today's soul's action. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Place the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is, and then you say that. You know what my soul's truth is? I think I have a sex addiction, honestly. Bruh, like, I've been so sexually repressed. It's not even funny. I don't know, like I thought I heard car, right? I thought I heard See, that's why I get for being nosy, right? But then we'll also have, am I clear on what my soul really wants? So this is perfect, This is definitely about manifestations, but it's going within and staying connected with your guardian angels, your guides, your gods, whatever you, whom or whatever you believe in, right? Stay connected with the great divine, I like to say, right? The great divine. You have Shiva here as well as Gaia. Gaia, wow. Why I say Gaia? I mean, I have dreams of Gaia over there, but Isis and Nephthys. So you have a high priestess here, and you have the mother, right? So it's embodied manifestations of love. Retreat and find the true unconditional love inside. And then it says intuition and mystery also, right? Definitely, this is still going about shadow work again, right? Especially with this heal yourself. I think I will read from the heal yourself booklet. At the bottom of the deck we have cycles. Keep going in circles. Oh yeah, so I'm sorry, my mind just is everywhere, right? So we was going into my soul's truth about my shame, right? My sex addiction. Well, it's not really sex addiction, but I do have some type of sexual demon. Like, I don't know, there's just something about sex that's just like, I'm really trying to not let control my life because of how much I really want to like dabble into it. Oh wow, and here we go. Nasty by Mr. Misogynist himself, right? Shout out to Uncle Boozy, right? Boozy badass. Nasty. Oh shit. Yeah, man, we need to heal ourselves. Oh shit. Help from above. And here we go with the alchemy again. So you got double confirmation with some alchemy. So it's definitely manifesting some shit. Up, victim consciousness. Ooh. Right? And then one thing that we need to not do is blame. Blame. Right? That's what I'm trying to try to steer away from, right? Because even in this situation, right, it's easy to be like, oh, my mom kicked me out, right? But I'm just like, I allowed for this situation to happen, right? I could go in many myriad ways to go about maintaining stability, right? But I kind of put myself in this situation, this place right here, in every way, shape, or form, right? You know, victim consciousness was to be like, yeah, would we just be still be blaming my mom? Like, oh, it's just like, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be this, that, and the third. But I'm like, I'm thinking about that. Saying that, though, right, would only make, I would say that, right, in a way to, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. Type of, not victim, but like, you know, trying to appreciate her doing everything that she could to try to make me the man that she at least saw in her eyes. But if I see myself in a certain way, then I have to go in this way, right? But help from above is here, and you know, victim consciousness is here. The numbers 12 and 27, 25 and 8 could be significant. 100 Rounds is playing now by it's crazy, right? Because every time I pick up this book, the one card that stands out to me the most is how teachable are you, right? And as soon as I open the book, is that card, right? Because this is my card, and like whenever I pull and whenever that card comes out, I know it can always be for me. It's to heal yourself. So it's just like any reader that pulls these cards out, if they can't try to read for themselves as well, they're weird, and you know, whatever. You know, they not real. I'm not gonna say they're not really a real reader, but it's just like, if you can't keep it real with us, then don't try to keep it real with me, right? If you can't keep it real with us about something about you with the card, then don't try to keep it real about my situation. You know, especially when you don't even know, right? Well, I don't even know what's going on with in y'all situation for real, for real. So it's just like, you know, it is what it is. You know, just to point that out there. But victim consciousness, oh, that's number 12, right? It says, stop blaming others. Take responsibility for what you are creating. Exactly. Like, I created all this. Like, my money problems is like I have money problems. Like, you know, I can't blame other people for that, you know. The money that I've invested in is what I put my money into. It's like, if it doesn't work out, then that's my fault. You know, this is what, nobody told you to put your money into this, right? But it's just like, if it's not working out, it's because I'm not really applying myself for real, for real. Also got to keep that in mind, and know who you truly are. Do you really want this? And how, and what was your intentions on doing it when you put yourself into it in the first place as well? You know, yeah, you also got to think about that. And you got the help from above here. Help from above is here, but they also have been watching. I don't know if I showed you the cards, but the victim consciousness card. All right. And then we have the help from above. The help from above is here, but, you know, again, their help from above. They've been watching everything that's been going on, so keep in mind, they only come in to help. I'll probably say this. They'll only come in to help when you get out of this victim consciousness. You have alchemy here twice. You have fool here. You have the hermit here. There's something about your desires going within, putting that shame to rest, or actually putting a name to your shame, right? I already said that, like, even with this whole sexual thing, I'm trying to profit off of it, right? In some way, shape, or form. Not try to be no whore or anything, like no sex worker. But, like, in some way, shape, or form, like, I need to make money off of this. I just can't be busting nuts and not having sex with people for no reason, right? Because I'm not really out here trying to do it for fun or just to get because if you do it just for the sake of trying to, for the nut, that's how you get caught up in your temptations and your lust, and that's when you get all the diseases and the low vibes and the karmics and shit like that. So it's just like, if I'm gonna do this, I want to do it in the best karmic way, if you will. Like, you know, if I do OnlyFans, I'm not gonna be like a whole porn star. Like, give me one trusted partner that I can do this with, and then that's it. You know, we just make some money off of our addiction or our, our demon or whatever, and then that's it, right? Like, is that so hard? But it says it's easy to think that life is unfair and point a finger at others. If you're saying yourself, life is unfair, bad things always happen to me, I'm not good enough, nobody cares about me, why me, I can't do what I want to do, etc., then you are losing your power, nourishing your victim aspect, and ascertaining your place in the victim club. Your inner victim can stop you from moving forward by creating drama, making you judge others, telling you that you don't deserve better, and keeping you stuck in a financial rut. Exactly. Also, too, like, now that the whole the PUA thing is shut down, it's like I can't get upset that, like, I technically don't have no money right now. I mean, I got a couple dollars saved up, but, like, I mean, that's all gonna be put towards food. I've bought my niches, right? My weed pen. Where is it at? Actually, I got it in my pocket right here. Right. I've already took care of my addictions. My bills were just paid today. My little phone bill was paid today, right? But now that that's done, right? Now I have to get into go mode, right? I have to go within, start focusing on what my desires are. Alchemy is here, right? It's manifestation time, bitch. Like, Isis is here, ho. Isis and High Priestess, right? And look, it's like that. Like, it's time to manifest and get in your bag. Look, help from above is like, yeah, we still gotta get into that. But, and it says, am I clear on what my soul really wants? That's literally like that's literally screaming at you, like, that's telling you to manifest. It's like, sit down, write whatever it is that's weighing on your heart, the things that you truly want and desire right the fuck now. and then and take action to it, day by day. Not, you don't have to go full force on it. If you so choose, you have free will. You give what you get, right? And that's what I'm saying. If you feel passionate about something, then you go for it. But remember that, like, you are responsible for your actions. So I was just watching a video. It was a Virgo reading, right? From Goddess Queen Just Me. And that's probably why the deck Just For Me is right out here to be pulled, right? So this is probably going to be a long reading. But she was saying how, like, the Virgos, right? They have been, oh, damn, I kind of lost it already. It was not victim consciousness, but it was just like being thrown off, being put down, right? Being kept at the bottom of the pyramid, essentially, is what she was getting at, when we know damn well we're supposed to be at the top. Help from above, but you only can go but so far if you only, if you still blaming others, right? And I can be like, and I can also be like, I could be so much farther. Here we go. I can be so much further in my life if I didn't put my focus on that Leo, right? Because now I'm starting to see the truth of who they really are, right? But it's just like, no, you can't blame him. You can only blame yourself for allowing yourself to go that far with him, or not go that far, to take it this long, right? So, just, it always takes two to tango. It's easy to point other people's flaws, but you know what they say, when you're pointing one finger at somebody, you're pointing three back at yourself. So can you at least look at the three things about you that you are really trying to refuse to see? It says, you need to build your internal confidence, self-worth, and courage. Get out of your comfort zone and work on expanding and growing in all areas of your life. The light side of the victim archetype is the victorious part, which can help you to hold your power without getting angry and attacking others. It can also assist you to create healthy boundaries and act from a place of honesty, integrity, compassion, and love. Action. Visualize your inner victim. Acts to be aware when you acts to be aware when you are acting like a victim. Then ask your inner victim to show you how you could behave in a more empowered way. How do you need to think, feel, and act to be empowered? On a daily basis, ask yourself, am I acting from an empowered, victorious perspective or a victim perspective? Also, right, here we go. Because we can look at the victim consciousness like this. I can be like, if I wouldn't have had met the Aquarius, right, I wouldn't have intentionally, right? I wouldn't have gone off with the intentions to go off with that Leo, right? For me to go into the shit that I got into with Leo. It can be like that. So if I wouldn't have had met the Aquarius, I wouldn't have been in none of this shit at all, right? I wouldn't be in this state right now, and blah blah blah, and oh woe is me. But 27, help from above. It says, your positive intentions and heartfelt prayers have been heard. You are loved beyond your wildest dreams. Divine beings are working on your behalf to create the perfect circumstances for you to heal and open your heart. There is a higher order and timing to all things. Remember, at the bottom of the deck, when all the cards fell out, it was the right timing and direction. So, what is underneath this, though? Oh, the crescent ibis, the sacred archetypal element of air. Still the divine, right? The heavens, the air, right? Help from above. And that's the stork, too. As you can see. But, it says, you are being asked to work on your self-worth so that you can receive your greatest good in the form of incredible love, life-transforming opportunities, healing, abundance, and divine inspiration. Keep asking for higher help and intervention in any area of your life. Then follow your intuition and lower your barriers. Let go of any notions of how divinity will bring about your deepest heart's yearnings. Ooh. It may not be in the package you could expect, but it will be life-altering. Your heart is about to be challenged to open wider than ever before. That may require you to feel some fear and pain. Do not run away from this experience. Take steps forward with faith that your greater good is coming. Action. Place your hands on your... That's crazy because I got my hand on my heart right now. Well, I got my hand like this. It's balled up, but it's like on my chest though, right? Because Trust and Believe is right now playing by Keisha Coles, and that's one of the songs that stood out to me. Like that's one of the songs that I caught from my clairaudient abilities one day dealing with that Leo years ago, kinda in this area. It was in this area too, not too far off from this area. That's crazy, right? It was at a McDonald's where I heard this shit. I'm like, oh, they playing Keisha Coles in a McDonald's? I'm like, ghetto, but like I fucks with it. But I mean, not ghetto in the sense of like Keisha Coles, but it's just like I never thought they would play like R&B in a McDonald's. That's sexy for real. But like, you know, I was a little bit bougie back in the day, and which is why, you know, Divine put me with that damn Leo anyway. Believe it or not, you know, I didn't live a very lavish lifestyle. I can't, you know. I was gonna say I didn't grow up with a silver spoon, but you know, the way I speak clearly, you know, I have some type of eloquence to myself. I don't think I'm above anybody. It's just, you know, I don't know. But you get put into positions and you get knocked off those positions so you can have a different perspective. Wow, and that's I just was reading. I did a reading about that too, about having to be on top, to be knocked down because of not being able to maintain and understand why you got knocked down, for you to be built back up to that same position, right? And then be able to keep it and learn how to maintain it and expand upon it. So this is what the help from above is also here as well. Again, trust and believe, right? I also have faith. That's my biggest thing of anything, is having faith. It says, place your hand on your heart, ask yourself clearly what you desire. Here we go. This is a let me find out. I'm about to teach you how to manifest. Imagine what it looks like and feels like to have this. Then surround this image with silver light. Imagine sending this image with the silver light into the middle of the universe. Ask that you receive this image or something much better. Take a moment and reflect on feeling good, like you already have the help you require. And that's help from above. Wow. Right? So stop blaming others. Start to have some accountability. So start to take some accountability, right? With the soul's truth. Remember, with that victim consciousness, ask yourself these questions, right? Am I ready to let go of this buried shame, right? And what are the dominant emotions that run my life? I know in some way, shape, or form, right, just with anybody, I'm going to have some type of control issue because, and then I don't have it's not that I don't have the issue of being submissive, right? I can learn how to be submissive. It's just people need to respect when I'm trying to be dominant, right? I'm not trying to be no alpha male, omega, this, that, you know. Oh wait, omega is the end, but that's the feminine energy. But I'm not trying to be this alpha type all the time. Like, it's just like I just know things when it comes down to it. You know, when it comes down to that idea, that understanding of certain things. It's just a logic to it, right? I don't have to fucking whip my dick out and poke my chest out and do some dumb shit to assert my masculinity. Like, if I say certain things that make sense to me, I feel like people should just kind of understand that. And if I can, and even if I have to explain it, that's fine too. But just like, don't dismiss it and ignore it or downplay it in any way, shape, or form. And that's where people go wrong all the time. So, we have the Sacred Rebels, the Beyond the Lemuria, the Power Animal, and the deck just for me. More oracles. It was the deck just for me. I have that already. Power Animals, and then the Sacred Rebels. And also too, right? It's like being realistic, but we're also in the age of Aquarius, right? It's that teeter-totter of like, you gotta plan things and this, that, and the third. But the Fool there's too. The Fool is there. Like, that's the whole point of the Fool. It's taking a leap of faith whether or not I'm going to like fall on my ass or not. At least I took that initiative to do what nobody else did. Even if I did fall on my ass like everybody said I did, but at least you got to experience what it was like to do something for it to not work out. But at least you got that experience more than everybody else. So you have the advantage now to try it again now. So it's like, all right, you did fall, but did it hurt, or how bad did it hurt for you to to get back up and try it again, right? So if at first you don't succeed, you get back up and try again. Shout out to Aaliyah, right? Also, her album just was released recently over the weekend, so I'm happy, and it's a bittersweet moment for that because as I found out that yeah, her music is streamable now, but her family doesn't profit from that, unfortunately. So, right, we get to listen to Aaliyah, but her family doesn't profit from it. I don't know how to truly feel about that. Right? Victim consciousness, right? So it's just like, I mean, if it wasn't for the family, right? Because people can be like, because people can look at it like that. You know, they can look at it like, well, her family is the reason why she met R. Kelly in the first place, for her to be in the situations, you know, for her everything to be that way, and her uncle and stuff like that. Her uncle, right? That's still a part of her family, even though he's probably getting the profits, right? But it's just like, at the end of the day, you know, we can blame the family, but she also has some accountability for herself as well. And I'm not saying here trying to shame her in any way, shape, or form. Because let me tell you something. If I was born a woman, I'm telling you, I probably would have walked in the same steps as those young girls, right? That fell into the trap of R. Kelly. I was a huge fan of R. Kelly growing up, so I already know. But now to come to find out that he was messing with women, so I could have had an opportunity, but maybe I'm not. You know, I shouldn't be happy about that, right? But it's just it's crazy though, right? Just about awareness and just how we wanna see ourselves, or how we present ourselves, and then how we want everybody to see us, and then how everybody truly sees us, and then how the people around us like sees us. It's like, it's a lot to deal with. Oh, well, she feels what she knows. She feels she knows. High priestess again, right? But from the Sacred Rebels, we have the perfection of your life, trust yourself, and focus on the light. So yeah, this is like an inspirational type of read today. I don't think there's like a more so like a actual reading I can give for you about another person. I mean, more so, right? I can convince you about, what is that? Your business. Like, really start to focus in on having your own business. That's literally, I honestly feel like that's one of my soul missions. One of, right? Because I don't want to be too specific, but I really think that I am supposed to be encouraging people to have their own. You know, and even if you got a business already, but you're still working that 9 to 5, I'm trying to encourage you to like basically fuck that job. I'm not telling you to quit right away, but it's just like the transition. Or again, take the leap of faith. But don't, right? And this is another thing too, victim consciousness. It's just like, you can get this reading. I could sit here and tell you quit your job and go chase your dreams. And you quit your job and you go chase your dreams, but it don't turn out the way that you're expecting it to be, right? So then you start to victim blame. Well, damn, Dom or Demont, right? You said you told me to quit my job to go chase my dreams. All right, yeah, but you should also do some research and some planning and preparing first before you sat there and quit your job. You know, maybe I should have told you that, but also you are a human being that's responsible for yourself. Keep that in mind. You know, yeah, we are here to help, but we also ain't your mama or your daddy, you know? Softly, softly, the tender touch. But we can do what we can to nurture, right? A little bit. Free from judgment, free to love, right? You know, we're here to help in every way, shape, or form, but it's just, Focus, right? That's what it says. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Right? I don't make these up. Right? I didn't handpick them. That's why I like this. Right? So I'm just going with the cards and telling you what I feel. Move your feet, right? Dance, that definitely start to dance a lot more, right? Yes. Listen to some music. Listen to some music, dance, move around, do the things that kind of get you out of this negative feeling. Honestly, like start to play video games, even if you are a grown ass man, grown adult, right? You don't even need to be a man. You can be a woman still. You can be a woman playing video games. It don't fucking matter. Like, it don't matter how old you are. Get into it, you know? If it is about comic books, toy collecting, shit. Even if you want to still play with toys, right? Do it. Do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel comfortable. YouTube is like your school, for real, for real. You can go on YouTube, type in anything that you want to do, and I'm pretty sure somebody's doing it. And if you know exactly what it is, right, that it is that you love to do, and you find out that there's somebody doing it, but it's not really exactly what it is that you're doing, then there you go. You found you just found your niche. You found your superpower, you know? So really kind of sit down, communicate clearly what it is that you want. Ooh, look at that. Grace, the swan. It says, appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Yes, baby. Come on now. Even if it don't look pretty, appreciate it. Appreciate the moment. Appreciate it. Everything is temporary. We are all in the moment. This is all a moment. Nothing is forever until it is our time, right? And then even when it's our time, right, we're doing something else temporarily to then move on to the next thing. That's just how it is. I just hope, right, or at least what I'm working towards, and I've stated this in the next video, like, I really want to, like, I don't want to just ascend. I want to transcend. Like, I really want to really, like, people want to just go to heaven. I mean, that's nice. I'm trying to, like, really travel the galaxy. Like, what is out there for real, for real? I know that I can't do that in the 3D. I mean, I probably can get a little taste of it astral projecting, but like, nah, I'm not trying to get lost and all that, lost in the sauce, especially when I'm not around people who I can trust. Well, I'm not around people that do this, but I'm not around people that do this. So let alone anybody I can actually trust. So astral projection is one of the things that I'm trying to stay away from until I can, at least do proper research for myself. Because honestly, it's not about, oh yeah, look at that. Porcupine, innocence. Free yourself of guilt and shame, right? Remember that? Name that shame and address it. I'm telling you. And the thing about it is, like, whatever that is, preparation, squirrel, get ready for big changes. Exactly, right? Whatever that shame is, right? You're only ashamed because you may not think that, like, a lot of people, like, get into it, or either get into it or will get into it or understand it or appreciate it or some way, shape, or form. Like, that's why you're ashamed. That's why you like it. Or it probably is taboo. As we look, something that's taboo is kissing cousins, right? It is what it is. It goes like that. But I'm not condoning it. However, though, I live in America. There's a lot of social experiments that's been going on for decades, right? Especially with this whole slavery. And the segregation, and people want to stay within their race, and I get that, but like, does it ever dawn on anybody that the fact that majority of the black people only know their immediate family and not really like their actual bloodline history, right? So yeah, we can only know the immediate family of our cousins, but like more so, if we're gonna continue to stay within our race, talking to other Black Americans, don't you think that like you might end up talking to like a distant relative if you continue to stay, dating inside your race to then create that ancestral gene that people always want to talk about how the rich white folks do it just to maintain the money, right? That's just a theory. Not saying facts. Just something to think about. That's all I'm saying. Free from judgment, free to love. That's all I'm saying. Like, love who you want to love. Honestly, at this point, shit, the way things happening now. Oh, look, home. Oh, wow, look at that. It says shine your light as well. But home, right? It says our way home to oneness and the truest part of our infinite selves is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of mind constructed reality. Oh wow, Blocked in the Closet by Solange is playing. When all sense of flighty survival drops away, a deep sigh radiates from the safe space within where you can ground dreams into reality. Deep heart-based presence is a direct portal home. Align with your temple space. You have dreams, visions, and may yearn for etheric realms, but it is when we are fully present in our bodies that we can actualize ideas and make present. Be grounded. Find your home. The deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe I should read this, right? Your shine. Shine your light. Because it was something else in there that mentioned that, right? Or maybe that was like it was from here when I pulled out the 3. It was like something about let your light shine or something like that. But it says no one. Oh wait, I don't know if I showed y'all that, but and this is what it looks like. Home. All I wanted was the dream of being in love with you, is what she was saying. Shine your light. No one can do you as you can. I know that's the fuck right. Yet, we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way. Insecurities. A way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love. Exactly. It takes discipline to do what we love because of what other people are going to think because of we are doing it. Insecurities. It takes a lot for us to do what we love. Especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. There we go. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time to collect our light. Exactly. Take it back. Go within. Oh wow. You have hermit here. You have home, right? Grace, victim consciousness, help from above. Like this right here is what I'm picking up. This is like literally the cocoon stage of the metamorphosis of whoever this is. You're literally in that cocoon stage right now, locked in the closet. Go lock yourself in the closet, meditate, connect with the higher source, and write down your intentions, right? Align yourself. The dip. Wow. um, it is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on Earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassion and empowerment, and remember what lights up your world. And then let's see what that picture looks like. Oh, and then love and compassion is underneath that, but I'm not about to read that though. It's just all like these are all like beautiful cards. I think, right, of course with the Oracle, they're not going to really forewarn anything bad, right? But they'll definitely let you know to be mindful, right? You are protected, and stuff like that. With this deck, just for me, let's see what's really going on, right? And this is sort of kind of tarot and Oracle. It's like a combination of both, like Oracle and tarot. Is that the car? Is that the car? Hold up. Is that homeboy? Is that the homeboy? Yeah, that's the homeboy. Look, y'all. As I'm recording live, right? Get your sage. I kind of saged my place earlier. I'm gonna do it again. Oop. Oh, yep. Oh. Are you fucking serious? Y'all seen that, right? I split the deck. You see the bitch. You see that. You see her. You see her. You see her. You see her, right? Surprise. That's why. But to get your sage, I don't know. Every time the Black Widow want to keep showing up. Clearly, she got a message for me. She said, "Bitch, I ain't going nowhere. You better have." She's saying, "Bitch, I got your money." What am I? I came over here to grab the sage and the lighter. I'm like, what am I doing over here? Hopefully, I have compression pants on, so. Pregnancy wanna see, can y'all do it right? I put my hand up on your hip. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah. But that's homeboy getting his car situated. You know, he has issues with it from time to time. But then when you had a car on and then you don't, when you have the car running for a while, I think that's what happens. It's not one of the new cars. It's still a solid car nonetheless, but any car you're always going to have work. I'm going to have to work on it. And I think that's what it is. I wish, right? I knew somebody that worked on cars, right? Because I want to work on cars. That's one of my projects I would want to do once I get my own spot, my land, my farm or whatever, and in my barn, right? In my little barn, I'm gonna have a car, and I'm gonna work on it. It's the watching you for me, and this is why you had to get your sage, right? Cause we got stalkers potentially. I know I be like people watching. I know I can admit that I be people watching, especially when I'm at this window. People watching all the time. Well, not all the time. Recently I haven't been, cause somebody who I was like sort of kind of checking out. I think they moved now, so it's just like it's not much to really gain to really like look at now. So. And then not only that where he was staying at, it was like a bunch of kids in there too. So it's not like I could really get his attention for real. I mean, there's another gentleman that's like right up the street, but like he got kids as well. Like everybody got kids. Like, can you just be like, not having kids? But the Black Widow and the Get Your Sage is here. And as I split it, we oh, what the fuck? Like I said, everybody got kids. Child distractions in the magic hold. What the fuck is going on, y'all? What the fuck is going on? Underneath that is the runner. Underneath this is you can have whatever you like. So somebody got child distractions, but yet either they giving the child whatever they like, or they about to stop giving the kid whatever they like to start giving you whatever they like, or they about to start splurging on both of y'all, right? I mean, equal give and take, right? I guess this is probably after the manifestation, or this is probably currently what's going on, right, with your person, or with what's going on around the scenes of this manifestation. Up. We have bitter baby mom and the feminine energy. Both pink cards. At the bottom of the deck, social media. So there's a bitter baby mom, baby father, right? Feminine energy on social media watching you. How about that? How about that? Alchemy is here, so she probably doing black magic. That's why that Black Widow there, and that get your sage. It's time to manifest, whoever you are. Somebody's working against you, clearly. So it's time to sort of kind of fight fire with fire, but you're not doing magic, though. You're not doing black magic. You're literally doing the light of that black magic, which is being your true, authentic self, right? Because you are the fucking magic, B. You are the magic, baby. Just keep that in mind. Like, I be like, right? Soul, tribe, and family. Here to help when family and friends can't help with your purpose. Manifest home, right? It's time to, yeah, here we go. Sacral chakra, relationships, intimacy, control, pleasure, desires. I express my sexuality. Oh. I'm trying to express my sexuality without trying to, be out in the public with it. There's ways to express your sexuality, right? There's other ways to express your sexuality other than, having sex with strangers or having sex with strangers for money, right? So it's just like, maybe that could be a thing. Wow, these cards are aligning. These are aligning, y'all. Why are they aligning? Nostalgia. I'm fighting for you. King and Queen of Wands. My passion for you is undesirable. Nostalgia, missing you, reviewing our past, looking at the old photos. So somebody's baby mama, baby father, right? Or feminine energy, right? Somebody's working in the feminine energy. But they're also having nostalgia. But they're watching you. But they're fighting for you as well. Like, they still got passion for you. Oh, right? When I look at this, oh, wow, Be Good to Me is playing by Sia now. Is what I'm getting, right, is like, it's from that Fairly Odd Parents episode. It was just like, I think Timmy was trying to send a letter to Trixie, and I think in the letter it was just like, my love burns for you with the white hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Like, that's what I'm getting from that right there. Like, damn. Ooh, mask off. Should we do a pyramid? I'm gonna go across. Be good to me. Exactly. Free from judgment. Free to love. Be good to me. Talk to me nice, right? Mask off. Somebody about to reveal themselves. They saying talk to me nice. Because you were meant to shine. Don't hide who you are. Black sheep stand. Look, sacred black sheep's up in this bitch. So yeah, y'all better stand the fuck up. Unique is better. Shine bright even if it hurts their eyes. So with this mask off here, hidden agendas, not showing true self, disguise, hidden feelings, pretending. It's a twin fucking ray. It's your twin ray. And it's crazy, right? from what I'm learning, right, about the whole twin ray union situation, so I guess this has nothing to do with me. However, I do feel like there are certain individuals that come in to play a twin ray position. Then that's just from a personal standpoint, from what I've experienced with certain people. But again, my situation, my path, my journey is a whole unique experience from everybody else's. So, you know, even if I'm saying what I'm saying could be completely wrong to the general, it just still, I could still apply it based off the actions that have been going on with these people, right? That's all. So I'm not really focused on the label. I'm just more focused on the definition of said people, of said, of that label attached to it. So with this twin ray union card here, I've learned that the twin ray is only associated with the twin flame unions. So, and the twin flame unions are strictly, and so the twin ray and the twin flame unions are intentionally or designed for heterosexuals, basically, because it's supposed to be the thing that is it's traditional. It's the way of life, right? Man and a woman to produce the children. That's what it is. To have that family dynamic. That's really all it is. Not saying that gays can't be married and have a family, and that lesbians can't be married and have. First of all, I'm attracted to the same sex, so I don't take no offense to this, even as I'm explaining this. It's logic. I get it. Survival. You got to look at all perspectives of everybody's lives, but as we're coming into a generation where we're trying to accept everybody for who they are, we still need to respect that straight is a thing. People are straight, and that is a thing. That is okay too, and there's nothing wrong with that. And just because a straight person feels unattracted to certain things, did that make them phobic to something, right? They just don't understand it. And what I don't understand about the alphabet community is how it's starting to become an agenda and being forced on now. At this point, I'm starting to see it, and I'm like, I'm attracted to the same sex, and I'm starting to look at it from the outside in, because I don't really associate myself with the community like that. Why I'm in this situation that I am now. I sat here and I try to get the Leo to try to finesse some shit, so so we can to get those benefits from the community. But like that didn't fucking work out. But yeah, but the twin ray, right? They come in to fill in to basically replace your twin flame. So if you've already identified somebody as your twin flame and they're acting like a fucking karmic, then that's when the twin ray is gonna come in on some Edward shit, basically. I don't know why I got that. I don't know why. I'm not trying to say that Jacob was karmic, but it's just like, if you're not gonna sit here and try to be my fucking masculine, be this alpha male that you're supposed to be, and you're a whole wolf at that, right? That whole beta alpha thing, that's crazy too. But yet you got vampires over here who are all like that in some ways. They're their own alphas, and individually, like that's what it is. So here you go. You coming in with your Edward, motherfucker to come in. So I think this is what this is. But sometimes the twin ray though isn't understanding of the assignment as well. They're still working. They'll still work like your twin flame is working too. Like we're all still learning. We're still in the process of ascending, but they might be more understanding of the journey. That's all. So they're going to come in and help you in your journey. You have a secret admirer here. So yeah, so you have a twin ray that's secretly admiring you. But for those who are in same-sex relationships, I would look at this like, still the same thing. I just wouldn't call it a twin ray. right? Still somebody's going to come, right? A secret admirer is still going to come in to rescue you. Not rescue you. This ain't no fucking Captain Save-A-Ho now. Don't get that twisted. At the end of the day, right? We are responsible for ourselves. Nobody can truly really save us. For real, for real. At least that's in my opinion. We can only save ourselves. We are our own superheroes. However, though, the journey is tough. So therefore, Batman doesn't do everything by himself. So he has his trusty sidekick, or he has his justice friends, right? To come in and kick ass and take names with him. So there you go. You got your sidekick coming in. You got your I won't even say Robin though, because that still looks at like a daddy son type of situation. I don't think that is. I mean, unless I want to play like that. And that Taboo, right? The free from judgment, right? Free to love, and I'm starting to see that a lot too in the community, right? I'm on Twitter. I get the fantasies, right? But these boys is out here really on some like. They got daddy issues for real. And I mean, I'm not trying to judge them. It's just like, but again, it's not even that it's a daddy issue. It's just honestly, it's the attraction to the masculinity, right? So of course, when you look at the most closest thing to what a man would look like, I guess it would be the dad. So guys would sit here and write on these videos about doing it with their dad or their son or their uncle, or it's basically taboo stuff. So it's just like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I watch porn like that. So like, you watch porn because of the taboo stuff, right? So I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's sex addict, right? I'm into that shit. Watching that stuff, not actually. I would never do nothing with my father. However, there's been some cousins I've checked out, and I've done some things with in the past, right? Well, this nostalgia card is gone, but like, if you keep it, we keep it real though, you stop acting like y'all have never had that one cousin that y'all checked out in the past. And I know certain guys, right? Especially when you live in a house full of females, right? If you're the only guy, right? I've known you have tried to at least check your sister out at one point. I'm not saying you touch her or anything, but you've at least tried to check her out at one point when you're in your younger years, and her friends. And that's not saying that you're like in love with your family like that, but it's just like, oh shit. Ooh, that Black Widow and the Get Your Sage came out again with the Marry Me. I can't make this up. With the karmic lover. So this feminine baby mom is a karmic lover. Or baby father as well as a karmic lover. But it's the feminine energy. So it could still be a man here. That's why it's bitter baby mother and father. I'm fighting for you, king and queens of wands. My passion for you is undesirable. I can't make this shit up. Signs, messages, unknown forces, synchronicities. My cards don't lie. So this karmic lover wants to marry you. But they're a Black Widow. And it's definitely Get Your Sage. It's time to clean up house. It says, clean your sacred space, car, house, crystals, body, sage it all down. Sage it down. But I'm telling you, sage it all down. Everything. Sage her to him, whoever this person is. Get them the fuck out. Honestly, this right here is literally exorcising some demons. Oh shit. Maybe, right? They're not saying that they're marrying you. They're not saying marry me. You're already married to this person. Ancestors. Ooh, snakes around me. Here we go. So somebody's already married to their karmic lover. but there's somebody else that's fighting for them, or maybe the karmic lover is trying to still fight for them, but the mask is off and the twin ray is here trying to give you the hammer. Ancestors is here. Ancestors, the dead, spiritual guides, angels, universal protection. The hammer, intimacy, sex. Because I don't know, there's a glare now. I don't know. I'm putting this as a ASMR, so y'all really just hearing me more so than looking at the cards. At least until I get a better setup, and I'm showing you my video games anyway. But it says hammer, intimacy, sex, hooking up, wang wang, magic stick, throat baby, WAP. Slow Hands by Azealia Banks is playing now. So yeah, somebody's definitely trying to come in and give you some slow hands. And with that hammer too. They trying to definitely give you that WAP. The mask off, twin ray. So it's funny, right? How I was telling you how I've got my shame is I may be a sex addict, or I'm dealing with this sexual demon, right? And now we got somebody who's about to be my rescuer for that. I mean, it's just like, well, how the fuck? I mean, that could be another thing. I'm not going to fully put my whole thing, but it's funny. I can't make this shit up with the King and Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Wands is that Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, as I mentioned before. But I'm trying to resist that motherfucker, though, only because again, trying to not judge him. At least, it's coming off like he's not in a good place, but if he chose to be over there, like, he's really not stuck. And this is what the most frustrating part about this is. And this is why it's just like, I really gotta block you, bro, because you really want to be out there. And I'm like, that's fine. If you want to be out here, fine. Stop playing in my face, though. That's it. That's all. Just stop playing in my face, right? Because, like, I really want to be honest with him about a lot of things, because we've already talked before about a few things. And maybe it's just like, it's hard for me to try to get with the program when there's still, like, other things that need to be talked about. And maybe he's just not that person that wants to talk about shit. You know, when he wants to forgive and forget. And I get that. I can forgive you, bro, but we still need to talk about it. Like, I need to know where your head is at moving forward, because otherwise it's still gonna come off to me like you on some fuck shit. For real. So I had to fall back. I blocked him off. Even if he wasn't even showing, like, super signs of, like, player energy, it's just like, I gotta protect myself. You know, he said something that was a little bit triggering to me. He said something about how I was, like, a little bit obsessive of the situation, or of him, right? And I had to explain to him, like, bro, I don't hit you up on a daily basis. I don't come looking for you, even though I know where you could potentially be at. So how am I being obsessive? I'm just really more so focused on trying to make you a better man, right? That was it. I see you out here in these streets, and, like, the fact that you chose to be out here where we could have been working on something, like, am I not supposed to feel some type of way about that? Right? Like, can we be real for a second? Because it's just like, you wanna tell people, right, we're friends or we're best friends, but then you want to tell certain people that we're exes. And according to me, we were never together. That was a real relationship. Everything has been a lie from the moment I met you. You've been lying. Get that. Survival mode. You're just trying to survive. Everybody that you have come across has hurt you in some way, shape, or form. But that it really kind of stems more so further back. And this is why I've continued to still fuck with him. it has nothing really to do with like my reasoning for first, talking to him, because again, like I got this familiar energy that reminded me of the Aquarius, which would got me to wanting to talk to him. But as I've gotten to know him over the years, or trying to get to know him over the years, that I've realized that like he's always had issues with his parents. His parents never really raised him right, And I'm not trying to like downplay or disrespect his family or any way, shape, or form, but if you really watch this man, if you really be around this man, and how one minute he's just like this really cool individual, very fun-loving individual, then the next thing you know, he just goes off the fucking deep end. And I'm like, how do you come from one end of the scale to the next and literally like 0 to 10? Like, it's not even 0 to 10. That nigga goes 0 to 100. Like, I thought the Aquarius was bipolar, but this Leo really has like a mental issue. Oh, and the deck just for me came back out. I don't know why I put that back in there. So maybe I need to continue to use the deck. Maybe it's still telling me to pull from that. Ancestors is there, right? But I'm really at a position where it's just like, all I wanted to do is have like a grown man conversation and just really see where our heads is at, so we can kind of maneuver better. That's it. Like, if you want to be out here, that's fine. But like, if like, I don't understand it. Like, you want to be around me, then there's just certain things that we have to work on, to talk about. Like, I just can't have people around me just to be around me anymore. Like, that's done for. We have the Kabbalistic Tarot. Here we go. And then the Game of Thrones there at the bottom of the deck. So the Game of Thrones is over there, and the Kabbalistic is right here. I don't know how long this video is. It's probably been over an hour now. And I'll probably end it shortly, though. But yeah. Some karmic lover, baby mom, baby father, feminine energy. So somebody's really working in their feminine energy. But if somebody's bitter, though, and they could be the... Hold up. Because this is where the tarot comes in at. There we go. Right. Excuse me. And, excuse me. Because my thing about him is, or my thing in general is just like, I'm just trying to find somebody that like can respect me, right? That's all it is, respect. And that's another reason why I end up kind of waking up to the scenario with homeboy and homegirl outside my window. That feminine energy. It's not like well, I don't know if it's this woman specifically, so I'm not going to put that energy out here into this area right here. Oh, wow, deep end, right? And Firecracker was before that, so you got the Firecracker and off the deep end. But it's just like respect me, because homegirl was really like, she was treating homeboy like a friend, and it's like there's no fucking reason for you to sit here and for you to play in my face like that. And honestly, the way she was feeling, she could have did some damage, and she didn't. And I applaud her for that, because when homeboy threw the cart in her car, when she stopped and she got out, she got in her trunk, and I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me she about to pull a strap out. Like, I mean, shit, you wouldn't think that, like, shit, people have died for stupid shit. So it's just like, I could see homegirl shooting him for that, not for throwing the carton at the car, but that would have been the straw. Like, bro, like, you really don't respect me at all, no way, shape, or form. Like, what the fuck did I do to you? I didn't hurt you. I didn't break your heart. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't give you an STD. I didn't lie on your dick, right? So it's just like, why is it that I'm the one that's getting all the disrespect, all the negativity, all the bullshit, all the fuck shit. So it's just like, if I snap, then I'm the crazy one. I'm out of pocket. The emotional one, right? King of Cups. Oh, they crazy. They weird. Like, and at first I'm like, why is homegirl being weird at like 1 o'clock in the morning? But it's just like, nah, bro. Like, if you gonna, and that's another thing too. There's been certain accounts that be like contacting me trying to get money from me, and I don't know if it's him, or I mean it could be just be scams in general. Like that could be a thing, but I still be feeling like it's him or somebody that he's associated with, because one of those accounts was actually talking to me, right? So therefore, they was making it seem like they was using somebody else's account, right? And they was down bad. They needed move food for money, money for food or whatever. But one of their things was, I love you to the moon and back, or something like that, right? And then my response was, I love you to infinity and beyond. Never ever said that to that man ever in my life. But because we've been so distant, we haven't been talking, we haven't had a real conversation, we don't know where we really stand. But like, I got love for that man regardless, right? So it's just like, right? So I say that, right? But and it's happened multiple times from different accounts. So I'm just like, but I keep thinking it's that Leo though. And why I've said that response a few times before, right? But one day when I actually came around, he ends up putting his account into my Instagram, right? So I had access to his Instagram. Not anymore. I finally figured out how to completely take it out, but I end up being nosy, and I'm going through a conversation from him, and oh shit. Oh shit. Oh wow, that could be her. Alright, so yeah, right? Cause I'm looking at this. This could be the bitter baby mom of his, right? Because, right, so when I end up going through the his messages, not all of them, but there was this specific person that he constantly talks to whenever he comes around me, and I don't know why he always tries to do that. I was like, I don't know. Well, he's bisexual, so that's what he tells me, but according to me, that nigga is a player. That's it. He may be straight, but he's a straight player, right? Because again, we had a relationship, but in that relationship, we've never done anything that felt like it was relationship worthy, or didn't feel like a relationship. At one point in time, right, I sat with him, right, as a grown man, even in my younger years, right? I'm like, bro, this don't even feel like a relationship. Like, we don't really do the things that like we're supposed to be doing in a relationship. And I told him, like, I'm fine with being friends, right? I'm like, I'm cool with that. Like, just be real with me. And he couldn't even be real with me then about that. So he still tried to play along a relationship that wasn't a real relationship, for him to still take advantage of me, right? So, but I end up going into the messages of this one girl that he talks to, right? That he swore he loves up and down, right? So, in one of their messages, their quote was, I love you to the moon and back. And I think she said that to him. So therefore, when I'm getting these random accounts and stuff now, it's probably her. doing that, unless that's the word that he wants to use to me now, right? Because again, like, I really think he's trying to play the fence between me and this other girl, and I'm like, you can't do that, bro. Like, I'm a whole man, that's a whole woman, bruh. You can't do that. Like, stop trying to compete. Stop trying to get me to compete with motherfuckers that's not even competition. Right? I don't compete with women no matter how much I'm attracted to men. Like, that's not a fucking thing. Like, that's a woman. Like, the fuck? You can't compete with a whole opposite sex. Like, that does not compute. Like, we're not supposed to be working against women regardless. The fuck? Like, make it make sense. But yet some people, they say fuck that and they want to do what they want to do, right? King of Cups, somebody's holding back their emotions. I'm really ranting right now. But and there's the Empress. So it's just like, now that I'm thinking, like, it's her, right? Like, his baby mom. Because remember, this is the same chick that he was supposed to marry, or he was calling his wife, that he ended up getting pregnant, that he also ended up cheating on with somebody else for her to get pregnant, to try to have a family with that girl, to not even be with that family now. So, and I'm like, and I'm also keep in mind, and I'm really analyzing this whole. Look at that. I'm analyzing this whole situation, right? Because I'm not looking at this person as my masculine, or this person that's supposed to be mine, right? I'm not looking at him to be my twin flame or anything. Talk about the Leo, or even that Aquarius, right? Or just any person that comes into my life now, even with that Capricorn who had issues with his aggressive girlfriend, right? They back together now, right? And that's good. But I feel like that was only because of the untimely death of, a family member of his. Because, usually death brings people together. So I just hope that now that they are together, that they can really work it out and have a mature conversation, right? And that's all I've been trying to do with the Leo. The only reason why I say mine, because it's like we've known each other for so long. You kind of claim ownership of each other, but fuck, honestly, he for the birds. So he for everybody. I can't claim something that's for every fucking body. And who wants to be out there for every fucking body? Like, and then, like, I don't know, am I supposed to feel some type of way that we didn't have sex? That you didn't want to show me love and appreciation or whatever? Like, am I supposed to feel slighted by that? Meanwhile, all the shit that you have been doing to everybody else, that's right. I've dodged a bullet. So maybe, shit, right? I don't know, right? Their rejection is your protection. For real. And at this point, I'm rejecting him to protect, right? On and on. Because it seems like every time, there's always something. There's always something. And then at one point, you seemed like you agreed. Like, you were tired. You were tired of the fighting. You wanted to be mature about it. And then, like, it seems like every time I leave, that's when you get lost. But it's just like, you don't ever want to show me that you actually really give a fuck and that you really do need me. And I need you, like twin flames. Actually, we're life partners. That's how I look at it. Life partners. That's probably why we need to go a little bit farther. But I was about to say, there we go. But it's life partners. We give each other a boost, right? On and on, though. It's just like, we keep going on and on. I just don't want to keep going through the same shit, right? And that's why I blocked him off of social media. I didn't say fuck him or anything like that and the third. I just literally had to just cut him off of social media. But the thing about it is he probably got multiple accounts. So now I'm in a position where I have to like delete my social media and start all over from some other accounts, right? Just to be on the safe side, you know? Because if you really don't give a fuck, then I'm just doing what is necessary for me to just block myself from that. Right? If I'm obsessive, right, then I have to do what's best for me than to not be obsessed anymore. So I have to block you off of social media. You don't have a phone, so I can't get in contact with you, you know? And if that blocking isn't good enough, then I need to just delete my accounts and make a whole new another account and then don't even go look for you, right? Or anybody else for that matter, because that's another reason why I want to delete my social media and start all over. Just everybody who I've known, it's just like I don't associate with. So it's just like start all over now, right? You know, it's like it's time for me to grow. It's time for all of us to grow. And this is why that manifestation is there. I feel like I've already said this here, right? So it's like I've been really just trying to get myself back on the right track on what is important to me. If I'm not on this like romantic journey trying to find my other counterpart or whatever it is like that, then like I have to be real with myself and know that I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm ascending. I have to be I have to focus on myself to be closer to focus on the divine, you know, to source, to God, however you want to name them, you know? That's more important at this point. I feel like, and also too, like, the devil's here, right? It's also my birthday coming up, literally Wednesday. Oh, wow. Right, the 15th. Yeah. Mondays, 13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah, Wednesday is my birthday, right? Also, 5 years ago. Was it 5 years ago? No. It was... No, because I would have been 24. It's only been 4 years, right? 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, so 4 years ago. Yeah, 2017. There we go. Because that's... You can't see it, but I ended up getting a tattoo, which is Roman numerals 92, and then the 17 is supposed, or the D is supposed to be stylized as 17, which is D is a representation of my name. Well, my real name is Dominic, but I go by Demont, which is an amalgamation or I put together a whole new name from my name, of my complete full name. So Demont Inicus is the name I created from my full name. But I end up getting this tattoo as a declaration, but as a declaration of independence, but also more so as a marriage, right, to God. I kind of told myself that like cause you know and I told him too. I told that Leo too that like I can't really be obsessed with him because I still kind of have feelings for the Aquarius. So if anybody that's gonna come out they gums to say that I'm obsessed would be that fucking Aquarius, you know? And that's why I keep my distance from him. I don't contact him. I'm blocked on all social medias any fucking way, so it don't even matter. And even when I make this another account, I'm not going to look for him. Even with my other social media on Facebook, like I'm not looking for that nigga no more. Like it is what it is. Like, you know? And I'm like, I'm not, it's not like, you know, fuck him or anything. It's just like, I give it up to God. Like, I'm doing everything, I've done everything that I could without overstepping my boundaries as far as, like, pulling cards on that person, on these people, for real, you know? It's not like I really want to, I would only want to do it if there is, like, abuse going on. If these guys are literally being manipulated, abused, violated in any way, shape, or form, then that's when like I would, you know, get the cards But then again, I feel like the cards would kind of tell me that first than me trying to go and be all nosy about somebody. Because when I pick up these cards, I don't have the intentions to be nosy about the people that I'm connecting with. I pull out the cards. I don't even have questions in mind, if y'all notice. I just pull the cards and I figure it out, you know. But I end up vowing to God, right? Because of everything that I've been emotionally going through with how I'm trying to understand this connection, or how I was trying to understand the connection with the Aquarius, but I was like, because I really felt like I was becoming too obsessive with it. So I ended up getting this tattoo, right? This ring tattoo as a declaration to God to not allow myself to let a man put me in that circumstance that he did, or that I allowed myself to be in a circumstance that I did with him. You know, and it's not like he did anything out of pocket or anything. It was just like I really kind of had feelings for him, and then like shit went just like it ended, you know, and it was no clear proper realization, other than maybe because like I really had feelings for him and he just didn't know how to deal with that. So it is what it is. You know, you try to at least want to get some type of closure for it, but now you're at that point where it's just like, fuck closure. I'm just like, I'm ready to heal and move forward. I can't say I'm healed. I'm healing. So I'm healed. That's not past tense, but I'm healing. I'm healed. So it's present tense. Because like, I don't think you can ever really be 100% healed. I don't think you could ever be 100% anything. I think that's the whole purpose. Because if you are really like happy and healed and, you know, complete, then that's it. Your life is done. You've served your purpose. Yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm just like, I'm trying to get myself right. So with this Fool card here, it's literally like even trying to restart. With the alchemy twice, it's like it's giving you confirmation that even when you restart, you're gonna something's gonna happen. Something big is gonna happen. Oh, look at that. Out of Your League by Blood Orange is playing. Right? Something. You about to be out of somebody's fucking league now, baby. Look at that. Because it's just like when motherfuckers play in your face and they can't keep it real with you, then what do you expect? You help from above, right? Look at that. Right? Because what I say before, right? Victim consciousness and help from above. This also could be, right? I can look at this as like actually somebody actually being the victim, right? And right? No, right? Somebody playing a victim and then help from above. They're watching everything that's going on. So you can't sit here and play the victim when you out here fucking out on everybody else, right? This is what the heal yourself is. Like you you know what's so crazy? I pulled this card came out too on another reading, and I want you to go check that out. It came out with the Aries. It came out with an Aries and a Leo when I pulled out the astrology cards, and that was the Phoenix rising with the Aries, and that came up in reverse. So there was an Aries that was struggling is struggling to get his Phoenix rising, or was a Phoenix rising in the struggles, right? And then the Leo had help from above. But I remember I used the Jungian tarot, right? And that had the devil there. So addictions. Oh wow. Before I shuffled, right? The devil sat there for a good minute as I ranted there in health, right? So it's just like help from above. It's there, right? You got help from above, but they can't help you until you stop blaming other people for the things that you've done to other people, right? Heads high, kill them what they know. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands here. Oh, wow. So somebody's definitely coming in with a message. Ten of Swords. At the bottom of the deck. Oh, I don't know if because I forgot. I keep thinking that like the camera is like right there in front of me. But Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands is all about a message, a passage message. But Queen of Wands is a confident merson. Who's a merson? What is a merson? I was looking at mask off, and I was thinking person, because literally mask off in the Queen of Wands. So some Queen of Wands is getting ready to come out and give you a message. And also that ding, that was the time to it was my breathing time. But yeah. Somebody's coming in and about to offer you some sex. Confidently too at that. And they're going to be bold. There's a lot of wand here, but I mean there's a lot of wands because it's the Eight of Wands, but the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, you know, the Ten of Swords is all about backstabbing, but there's also endings as well. And in certain situations, so somebody's about to, maybe the baby mom, baby father, right? They about to get betrayed because they're a karmic lover. Somebody's finding out that they're a karmic lover. Seven of Swords. Ooh, yep, there we go. So, oh shit, yo. So, yeah, Seven of Swords, that's definitely somebody sneaky trying to get away with somebody, but somebody's literally about to run off on their baby mom, baby father, because they realize that they're just a karmic ass lover. Probably somebody with the moon in Aquarius. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Also could be dealing with the Sagittarius as well. But they got Mercury, so the Queen of Wands, again, is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, right? Leo, Aries, right? Aries is the Emperor, right? And Leo is the Sun, or strength. Four of Swords. I'm fighting for you, right? King of Queen of Wands. So you still got the King of Wands here with the Queen of Wands here. My passion for you is undesirable. Four of Swords. Something's being rested. Something needs to be rested, rejuvenated. Jupiter and Libra. But I can't make this shit up, though. So somebody's about to get slept on, or slept on and left on, right? To go heal something, to go put rest to something else, or maybe they're ending this. Well, Ten of Swords is here, so you got the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords there. So there's rest and endings. Ooh. You know, the last time I said this, the next day somebody ended up dying. Which knock on wood, we don't want that to happen, but you got the help from above here, so and my throat wants to start acting up. So who knows? I will say this though, right? If it's the person that's working in the negative energy, the one that's been trying to stifle that individual, that whoever that black sheep was, right? Remember, meant to shine, sacred fool, or not the sacred fool, but the fool is here though, Hermes. You know. And again, like I told you, with that alchemy there, somebody is mirroring you. You got alchemy twice. So again, like you are the magic while somebody else is doing black magic. And I think also too, right, with this Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands here, somebody's about to reveal themselves as well. And bring an end to all of this. But it has something to do with a twin ray and the hammer. So somebody's about to be boldly confident in telling you that they trying to fuck. And there's not low-key nothing about it either. Just saying. Dip Below. Dip Below by Christina Milian, right? Come on now. They trying to dip below with you and pick it up slow and have you rolling all around on the table. Okay. All right. Now, free. But again, right? Free from judgment, free to love, right? That's also, I feel like that's also somebody like trying to forgive, trying to forget the past. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I done some shit. Right? But like, what bad have I really done to you though? Right? All I do is lie to you. When was the last time I stole from you? Right? It's gonna be like that type of shit. Right? And fucking bitch. Cause and that's how he talks to me. He'd be like, cause he'd be like, you lucky I don't. He'd be like, he'd be trying to make me. That's what it is. He'd be trying to humble me. Like, you lucky I'm not stealing from you. Like, no, nigga, you lucky you still alive to be even trying to think about trying to steal from me. That's how I'm thinking. Like, don't ever get it in your mind that like you actually gonna get away with anything that you do low vibe now around me. Now that I know, we know, you know, and I know. Now we both know about each other. So now that we are aware of each other, how can we come together? How can we come together for the purpose to build each other, to help each other move forward? Like every time I come around him, I'm never trying to bring him down or anything. But that's how I am with anybody though. So we have double confirmation with feminine energy, understanding assets and liabilities, finding your normal. Look at that. So feminines or people working in their feminine energy, right? Understanding, because again, I feel like the men who work in their feminine energy are still out here being toxic. So again, it's about understanding assets and liabilities. And the thing about it is, I ended up creating this card literally the day. These cards, I think the day after I was coming to that realization that I was gonna have to like split from him, like really like kind of like cut him off, because like we went into this hospital to try to help him, get his x-rays, see if they could do whatever. Hopefully he can stay the night, But he knew all this though. But he was trying to tell me, but I was just trying to assist, like thinking that I'm helping. And then even when we got there, like we went there, he tried to cause a scene to finesse the situation so we can move. But I'm like, bruh, I know you acting. Come on. So I ended up getting him to go. They fucking did nothing other than give him some x-rays and some prescriptions. Not even the actual pills, but they gave him the actual the script to go get the medication. Like, so that was a waste of time, and it's just like but he ended up causing a whole scene, right? Because his mom wasn't giving him the attention that he was trying to get from her. But he was getting mad at her because she was at work, but she also works with her husband, right? That she's remarried or whatever, because he owns his own business. So he's getting upset with her because she's not picking up the phone because he knows that she can or something like that, because she works for him. It's like, it's like manipulation. So it's like, I know you can do this, so why aren't you picking up the phone? And I'm thinking to myself like, oh, like, all right, so she runs the business, or they run the business or whatever. It don't matter if they have the ability to pick up the phone freely, right? If you right, understanding assets and liabilities, if you are someone that is going to be a liability more so than an asset to their company, it's going to be wise not to pick up that phone when you call, right? That's what I was trying to get. Well, I didn't try to get at him about that, but I need to I was trying to, get him to, no, I was letting him do whatever he wanted to do, because again, like I guess me just being there gives him the motivation to want to do better. But it's fucked up how like you only do that when I'm around. Like, I give you the energy to do shit like this, but it's never enough to get you any type of common sense to be like, oh, we need to work together to get myself out of this situation. I didn't say we can be together forever, but it's just like, bro, don't sit here and tell me you bisexual, right? If it's not going to benefit us. Like, what asset is that for you telling me you bisexual? And then for you to tell me that everybody, right, that you hang around with in these streets know about you. How is that? That's not what, like, where's the assets at? You're just looking more like a liability than an asset, right? So also, right, and finding your normal. So it's like, I get that, right? We all need to discover ourselves. That's another reason why we need to go within, that hermit, you know? Finding our normal. But then again, what is normal? But that again, as I stated to you before, is taking that leap of faith and finding out that normal is your weird, right? It's like I said. So again, like if right, finding your normal. So if my sex addictions or the sex demon is like is a liability, how do I make that an asset? By at least finding the normal out of it, right? Finding the normal out of it. We have gold digger here, right? Exactly. How I told you, I'm trying to use this as a benefit, as a profit. You know, I'm trying to make money off this. Again, not being no sex worker or no prostitute or no gigolo, right? Right? I'm not trying to do it like that. But I'm also not trying to be no porn star as well, like trying to just be this person just having a whole bunch of sex with a whole bunch of other people. Like, nah, I ain't trying to do that either. Like, but I also just want to show it off though, right? Why can't I do that with a person or like-minded individuals? Maybe not a whole group of people, but maybe 2 or 3, or hopefully 1, but maybe 2. You know, to just, you know, do business, right? And have a connection with somebody that understands business and sex at the same time, right? Like, that's what it is. It's just business and sex, right? But for me though, it's sacred sex. So it's just like, if I'm going to do this business, I need to have people that I can trust, you know, not people that's just in it for the money. Because it's just like, it's easy to make money, honestly. It's easy to make money. We can make money. You can make money doing it. Honestly, right? Like I said, without trying to be a gigolo, right? Without being a sex worker, it's like you can still make money having sex. Or just doing other things as well, you know? It's funny, like, you can be a drug dealer without being a drug dealer, right? It's like, it's shit like that. It's like you can do a lot of things that you can do, but there's other ways to go about it, right? High priestess, high priest. Oh, and look, Ascension by Vince Staples, or Gorillas and Vince Staples. Something is a lesson learned. I'm gonna pull a couple more because there's a lot going on here. All right, there's a lot of cards here. I feel like I need to at the bottom of the deck we have Butt Buddy, Bottom Bitch. So that bitter baby mom was definitely a butt, or that bitter baby mom baby father is definitely the butt buddy bottom bitch. And being a bottom bitch is usually a good thing, but with this though, it's not really going to work out in the way that it's necessary. I don't think it has the right connotations to it anymore. Because a bottom bitch is somebody who's literally like the ride or die, who's going to be there for that masculine, right? Through thick and thin, through death do us apart, on some shit. Like, the bottom bitch is the one that is literally a bottom bitch. You sit on a bottom and you let everybody, you let daddy take over. A submissive. They're super submissive, but they're like that. They're kind of bitch made a little bit. It's like that BDSM, like, you know, that I was talking about, that how people, that taboo shit. There we go. That's what this is. I think that's exactly what it is. And I really think that maybe this bitter baby mom, baby father, right? If they don't have a child, then they're being treated like a child, right? But they're also having sex with each other, which is very taboo. So they may not be related, but they got that incestuous mind of father, daughter, mother, son. Like, it's that type of situation going on, right? But the night owl is here. Because now that I got them, I'm just going to shuffle the decks, you know, shuffle what I got. Learn one new thing today. Well, I think we've already kind of learned something new today, right? But we also have confused and conflicted. I don't know if I should just be throwing them across, but cause I'm just reading them now. This is it. Conflicted and confused. I'm definitely conflicted and confused. It's just about my connections with people at this point. Like, if the Aquarius is unresponsive, I have to look at that as like him literally being dead to the connection, right? Again, not saying fuck him. I'm not wishing bad things. You know, I wish him well. I want him to do well in his businesses, and I hope that he can find somebody that is going to be willing to put him in a position right enough so that he can have custody of his son, right? And I have to let go and let God with that. You know, if he's not going to be responsive, then I have to let go with that. And if the Leo wants to still keep entertaining people and not really just be honest with me about anything, right? Then I have to let go. Like, I want to be real with him. But it's just like I can't. I can't. When somebody just can't be that honest with you, yeah, you're admitting to a few things, but it's just like, it's not the things that I'm trying to get answers for. The thing that I really want to know is just like, do you really give a shit? That's it. Like, are we really cool? Because if we really are, then how I'm feeling about you, right? Those words should never came out your mouth, bro. Obsessive. I just want you to do better with yourself. Right? I mean, sorry if I give a fuck about life. I care about life. I care about people and wanting more for people. And when you're showing me that you care less, literally you care less of your life to the point where you're doing that to yourself, what do you expect me to do? What do you want me to do? What can I do? Being obsessive, that would mean fucking hopping on the bandwagon. If I can't beat them, join them. Because that's how much I'm in love with you. That's obsessive. Harem of hoes. Harem of hoes, exactly what it is right there, right? You want to keep entertaining motherfuckers. Author, writer. Somebody has a story to tell. But South Node, exactly. Working in the South Node, right? So somebody's been working in their South Node. I feel like I'm going to keep saying that in a lot of my videos. Working in your South Node, right? And this is where all this conflict is at. But everything that you've been through, right? Working in your South Node, you've got a story to tell with this writer author there. It's something maybe you can look into, right? Individuals, right, who are watching this video, not me just being specific to my people, but it's a general reading. I look at it. So even if I'm being direct at certain people that in my life, doesn't mean that it's still not going to apply to whoever is watching this video or the people that they're dealing with, you know. Soul Contract Mission. Oh look, Bootylicious is playing, but that has nothing to do with the Soul Contract Mission. I'm just thinking about Butt Buddy and Bottom Bitch, but and then Bootylicious came up, but Soul Contract Mission. Exactly. So somebody's literally on a soul contract mission right now, or man, and they probably don't even know it. Confused and conflicted about everything. That's probably what, and that's why it's because it's a soul contract going on. And I can't say I guess. I'm aware. Well, there's some type of a contract going on between us, but I mean it's a soul contract. But again, with that twin ray there, like I've said before, like it's crazy how like the moment I was getting over the Aquarius, right? I worked at this job, right? Got this job, worked with the Sagittarius, hung out with the Sagittarius long enough for the Sagittarius to introduce me to the Leo, right? And then back in right, things happened. I got this tattoo, right? 2018 is when he came around. The Leo comes around with him having a baby and trying to get his life together, right? This is where this started. And finding out that he's addicted to K2 and all this other stuff. Well, I knew about the K2, but it just seemed like it got worse because then it got worse then. Like, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm just like, bro, like, there ain't no worse after that. And you know that. You know, like you said before, like he even said it, like, he don't even see himself being in jail no more. It's just going to be death after this point. And I'm just like, okay, you say that, but, like, is it really going to, like, is it going to hit? Because in my message to him, right, before I blocked him, I let him know that, like, because of the shit that we've been through these 6 years, you know, and in those 6 years, you've made at least about, like, 3. I'm not going to even be, that's probably, I know, it's probably 3 or 4, but I feel like 4 could be over-exaggerating. But it's been on more than one, put it like that, on more than 2 occasions where you faked your death on social media. And because of that, right, that kind of also fucked me up with how when I found out about the Sagittarius dying. Like, I literally was, I was getting ready to, like, bring down, like, really bawl. Because it was like, damn, that's somebody close. Like, we may not have been, like, close, but, like, that's still somebody close that I've gotten to know that was murdered, not even, like, died over, like, drugs or because of health conditions. Like, you know, I would have assumed because because of the information that I've known of this person that he told me himself, you know, ain't no gossiper or anything. And, you know, damn, where was I going with that? But, shit. See, there I go with the ranting, right? But it's crazy how that, like, he was murdered, right? Where was I going with that? Soul contracts, right? I'm trying to backtrack. I have unconditionally I love you and lesson learned. After everything, I guess, they've learned I guess they learned after everything they've been through, because we have blackmail here, right? Shit. It's like, and I also have life partner here. If we can't, shit, where was I going with that? I mentioned him. Oh, introduce me to the Leo. Oh, the contract, soul contract, right? Oh shit, where was I going with this? Oh, I really was. I'm sorry, y'all. Here I go. But life partner here with the high priestess. I was mentioning something about a life partner, right? We give each other a boost. So if you really are dealing with somebody, right? It's understanding their roles. I think at this point you really need to properly approach, not properly approach. Come clear about who it is that you want, right? About a life partner. I'm again from the same sex, right? Even if you are even if you are attracted to the opposite sex, because I'm starting to find out that not everybody is divine, right? This shit is crazy, right? All we just want to do is just be the fuck happy and healthy, and just like, why can't we just live like white people, right? Not like that, but just like, they living rich and controlling shit. So the fuck, why can't we do that too, right? But a high priestess is there, so maybe it's just like, maybe you have a high priestess that is a life partner, or a high priest that is a life partner, or right, how I've mentioned before in another reading, how maybe two people are going to be coming into I thought, like, with the high priestess and the Hierophant, that somebody might be coming in on a spiritual and religious thing, but I think that's with the life partner there. It may not be like a business thing, but it's like on a life partnership situation. So somebody from a religious aspect and somebody from a spiritual aspect are going to be life partners and giving each other a boost, right? Literally the opposites of attracting. The laws of attraction. That's another card I need to pull in here. But I got a weird taste in my mouth. Clear gustance. So whatever. So you haven't been eating anything or drinking anything, and you just start getting some, like, a taste of something. Like, you really get, like, you got a taste, like food, or like something is just like you just got a taste in your mouth for something. That's a gift. That's an ability. Tune into that and associate that taste to and try to associate that taste, and maybe that can help you with whatever it is that's going on. We also have married and sneaky link. We have the night out here. Maybe, right? Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Right? So we have the night out here with the Seven of Swords. So somebody's definitely out here being sneaky, but you got the sneaky links. Somebody married on a sneaky link. But we have athlete here at the bottom, so it could be an athlete. Bros before hoes. So it's either, cause I don't know, the way I look at this card is, that's literally just like guys putting women, but guys putting men over women, competing, right? Putting women in competition with men. Like I said before, why are we doing that? And I hate that, especially when, like, it's and I feel like, and this is, this could be some download shit or somebody bisexual, but That's why I'm confused and conflicted. Because I really think that Aquarius is on a down low. And the reason why he hasn't really been real with me, because I ain't his type. I don't I don't fit the description, you know, to the lifestyle that they live, you know. So I gotta be left out of that realm, that village, or that world, right? That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not saying that he is gay or anything, but that's just an aspect to look at it. Especially when I'm dealing with this damn Leo who's I'm bisexual, but then constantly lying in my face. Mind you, Aquarius and Leo are literally are opposite signs of each other. So when one is literally acting out while the other one isn't, it's just like, yeah, y'all reflect each other in some way, shape, or form. But y'all are a reflection of me in some way, shape, or form as well, because I did the soul contract, right? But the night out here, so somebody's definitely sneaking out at night, right? And that's just why somebody else is confused and conflicted. Literally, while somebody is asleep, and somebody's literally four swords, resting, confused and conflicted. But yet somebody has desire for somebody. Somebody is passionate for somebody. Maybe he does feel for that girl, right? The one that he keeps running back for, that I think that he's putting me in competition with. They had a potential to have a baby together, right? But she had a miscarriage. But then I just found a reading that somebody apparently, this may not be with my situation, but in your situation, right? Whoever's watching this video, the chick intentionally had the miscarriage, right? Just to spite homeboy. But athlete there is, also could be somebody talking to an athlete. But the bros before hoes could be sleeping with the bros, right? Somebody, either the baby father, right, is sleeping with the bros, right, sleeping with the homies, or the baby mom is sleeping with the homies, right? It's something like that. But the harem of hoes is here. Somebody got a harem of hoes, and they get ready to be let out, or the mask is about to come off about the harem of hoes, which I feel like is that damn Leo, at least in my situation. But But with the whole, but I was like, somebody could be DL. Oh yeah, bisexual and DL, and I think that's another reason why my ass is confused and conflicted about the whole situation, right? Politician, child. There's always a politician that's on the DL though. Witch and warlock, so somebody's definitely doing black magic, but I think I've seen that in here somewhere though. A narcissist. So a narcissist is a witch or a warlock. Yeah, we kind of already knew that. Read between the lines. Shadow work. Yep. Hairstylist and a barber. They all coming out. Today. How can you love me after everything we've been through? Because I'm not a fucking petty ass motherfucker who's gonna hold grudges and who understands the assignment. When you put your love and understanding in God and understand that He allows for all of this shit to happen, it's just like, yeah, I can love you, but just know that I love God more. That's all. Mental illness, right? Because somebody's clearly not all the way right because they're doing black magic and it's most likely backfiring, right? That's why they probably have a mental illness. It's probably getting worse and worse every single time. Entertainment, art. Movies, video games, music, paint, art, draw. So yeah, it's definitely time to get into your creative bag. Maybe I should have put creativity in here, because I also have actor in there and a musician and stuff like that. But this also just get creative. Go watch a movie, play video games, listen to some music, paint, draw as well. This is also could be like a detox. Step away from social media. Look at that. There's the light again. Your light is so bright that I didn't want to see myself shine. Right? So they wanted to continue to be low vibe, right? But I guess the ancestors now is kicking their ass. Ten of Swords. Their ancestors is now probably betraying them and exposing them. Look, your homie got a harem of hoes, right? And this is why you confused and conflicted, right? But they also got a baby mom that's cheating on them at night. So Go 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 do you. But yeah, some bottom bitch is playing mind games, or some butt buddy bottom bitch is playing mind games, and they probably a stripper, or know a stripper that's playing mind games, or maybe the stripper is the bottom bitch butt buddy, right? Sacred black sheep, artist. So look, see the artist and the painter. Oh, yep, there's verse top. So somebody's definitely a verse top in a secret society. The fact that the verse top is there, right? As I say before, well, as I am thinking that the Aquarius is down low, right? I will say that even if I was going to be sexually involved with these gentlemen, I'm a verse top. So which means I'm doing the giving more receiving. Even though I do receive, I give more than I receive. How that though, right? Because that's just who I am as a person. Like, take the sex out of it, right? I genuinely give more than I receive. So you honestly think that when it comes down to sex, that I'm going to be receiving more than I'm giving? The fuck? Yeah. I mean, if I was a woman, for real, right? You know, in the right body, in the right soul, right? The reason why I skipped that because it was like a little outro, so it was just like, let's play the next song. It was just like, oh shit, where was I going at that? See, there I go, ranting again. I don't even know anymore. I'm just talking at this point. But just I feel like at this point, right, it's more so, it's like, what do you want to do? I think the person that's finding out about this information about the other person, and I also feel like if stuff like this is being revealed from another person, for that person to present themselves and still lie to you, keep that in mind. Like, if they're still going to keep lying to you, how do you feel about that? How are you going to feel? Like, how, like, that's something that you're going to have to, like, really sit down and really think things through about, because that may be one of his disorders, that he's a compulsive liar. Married. Yeah. I got a weird taste in my mouth. Yeah. 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 Ooh. Because I think one of them, right? Because now I'm looking at this as like 3 different situations, right? So the person in the middle is confused and conflicted because they're dealing with two different people. One got a harem of hoes that's getting ready to be exposed, while the other one is dealing with a bitter baby mom who's sneaky, who's a karmic lover, sneaky, trying to get away with something and being a night owl. But they're both married in some way, shape, or form. And that's why the ancestors is here trying to bring a rest to it. 10 of Swords. I'm gonna pull one more card. I was supposed to do something else, right? It was something else I was supposed to pull. It was supposed to be other oracles, but oh, I pulled them already. Shit. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure this is like 3 hours long. Wow. It's like 1 something. I think I started this like at 11 something. I'm lying. All right. We gonna pull one last card. All right, yeah, that's too many. That's too fucking many. All right. We playing around now. Now we just be in those. All right. Faithless Outworks is dead, and we just one more. Just one. All right, there we go. That's cap. Let's So somebody's definitely gonna be lying. Up AM to PM. But faith without works is dead. So remember when that Trust and Believe song came up, you know, have faith. Please have faith. Also, right, if they're gonna keep lying to you, take a mental note of that. Because for me, right, I feel like that's something that's like normal to them, right? Lying is normal to them, whether you want to believe that or not. And it's a part of their survival. It's a part of their survival technique or their survival mechanics or whatever. It's how you think they got. How do you think they get what they get? They do what they do. They finesse the way they finesse because they're a compulsive liar. I think they lie so much that they start to believe their own lies, or they forget some of the lies that they do. Like, that's how it is, right? With a narcissist sometimes, too, right? But we have faith without works is dead, dick up dummy, and lurker/watching. So we already have another confirmation, right? Already. That somebody's definitely watching you, lurking you. Probably this karmic lover over here who's a bit of baby mom, baby father. But I just feel like let go of the situation until somebody presents themselves. Whether it be the masculines or feminine that you're entertaining, or the karmics themselves that is going to present themselves to you. But I don't entertain nothing anymore. When that entertainment card came out, what did it say? Video games, movies, music, dancing. Like, you start to get into your bag of that, into your own entertainment. Start entertaining yourself, for real, for real. And I'm gonna pull an Isis Oracle, and we're going to end it for real, because I hate ending it off on a note like that. You know, I always like to end it off a good note. I just, the reason why I didn't want to just use the oracles, because I don't want it to just come off as like everything is peaches and keen and rainbows and sunshines and shit. Like, no. What the fuck is going on behind the scenes? Because people want to keep lying to my face about shit. Like, I'm a human being. Stop disrespecting me. If I don't sit here and I don't treat you any certain type of way, and I treat you with the utmost respect, even when I know you ain't shit, why the fuck are you still trying to play in my face like that, though? That's my thing. Like, where's Rodney Dangerfield? Like, where's my respect? Can I get any type of respect around here? Like, the fuck? I don't get it. Chariot of Ascension. Merkaba. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. Didn't we say something about some discipline? Oh, it was the things that you do is going to take discipline on the things that you love to do, right? Because of the judgment that's going to, that your insecurities of the judgment, right? But it's again, free from judgment, free to love. But it says, take your time to develop and practice the chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. Here we go with that light again, right? So, yeah, once again, go within, communicate with whoever you believe in, but really kind of talk to yourself. Write down and start talking to yourself. There's that with that shadow work that came out. Talk to yourself about some shit. Recognize the things in yourself. Like, stop looking at everybody else, because as you saw, right, I was still focusing on the Aquarius and the Leo, right, instead of my damn self and my actions and where my actions have led me in this journey, right? And what have I allowed, right? As we got, right, playing now is Telephone by Lady Gaga and Solange. Ooh. Beyonce. I can't believe I fucking said that. Let me find out a Solange song is about to play. Oh, Mask is next by Miles Chancellor. Is she even on a playlist? She not on this playlist. I mean, she's on this playlist, but she not on like what I can see coming up. She's nowhere near. So like, damn, I don't know how Solange even came up in my mind, but maybe you need to, honestly, right? If you're gonna listen to some music, I have some recommendations. Listen to Solange, her entire catalog. If you if you don't want to listen to Solo Star, I get that. That's like one of her first albums, and she was still trying to find herself. But whatever. But you can listen to Solange though. People was hype about at the seat of the table. At the seat of the table was great. However, she also has some other EP. She had another album before that, which is still pretty good, and she had an EP followed after that as well. And then she also had When I Get Home, which is also amazing. People really fail to understand the musical genius that Solange is when it comes to When I Get Home. You know, when they heard at the seat of the table, which was also fueled by that elevator scenario too. Just to point that out there. But with the way that she did at the seat of the table, and then how the transition is from When I Get Home, people don't fuck with that. And I'm just like, y'all don't understand that like she isn't a traditional artist, and because she's made that shift in her and the way that her how she's making her music, because I'm not even going to even say how she's switching the sound, because the sound is always just going to ascend. She gives me more so of Prince influence. I feel like she's more heavily influenced by Prince, while people will always compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. So that's how I always look at it. And also, as a runner-up, right, for suggestions, is to listen to a super mega talented musician by the name of Abra, spelled exactly like the Pokemon, right? Y'all have to go check her out. She's amazing. Listen to all her catalogs as well. You know, it's not much. She has one actual album and 2 EPs, I believe. So you have the Fade to Black EP, which was her very first one, that she produced her damn self, like produced and engineered and ad-libbed and all of that. Like she did it all by her damn self, like entrepreneur shit. Like that's why I fucked with her. When I found out that she did everything in that album and I listened to it, even though like it's not actually, her songs are pretty good. It's just that album is very like, it's lovey, but it's low. It's like low tempo. It's a bunch of slow songs, for real. So I can only get into that bag if I'm really into my Abra bag. But if you really want to listen to her though, like for real, get it to it, you listen to Princess. But you can also listen to Rose. Listen to Rose first, and then listen to Princess, because Princess came right after. That was her latest EP. So you check those 2 artists. And also, as an honorable mention, because he is up here, please check out Miles Chancellor. He's also yeah, he's a local here. He's from Philly. That's what I'm really trying to get at. I was trying to word it better, but he's a musician here from straight out of Philly. And also a second honorable mention, because I feel like I always gotta put them together, because they're like Wonder Twins to me, even though they've never really done much collaboration together. Even though if they did a collab album, it would be fucking fire, and y'all not ready for it. But Anya Wright is another artist that y'all should check out as far as new music to expand your collection, right? You know, so you got 2 artists that I'm suggesting to you from Philly, and then just 2 artists in general. One you kind of already know, which is Solange, and Abra, some of you may have heard of before, but a lot of you may not know. But y'all just definitely get into Abra, and then Miles Chancellor and Anya Wright, and that's Wright, Wright. But I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe or follow me if you're on Twitch as well. And follow my Twitch as well. Sooner or later, I'm going to have game content. Uh, I'm working out some things right now with an emulator, and so we're gonna try to see how that works out and try to get some Pokemon on, and until I can get my Xbox and we can do games from there. But until next time, y'all take care.